We back at you again. Welcome to Put Your Dukes Up Reactions. We're gonna react to this one here, family. I don't know what's going on with these kids. You want to shoot up funeral homes and all this nonsense. But let's get it. Let's see it. Let's walk it down together.
An unidentified woman had went to her Instagram page to voice her concerns and opinion about a local funeral she had just attended.
Or what the fuck happened, but that shit wrong is a motherfucker. Motherfucker should be able to say goodbye to the motherfuckers that they lost without fucking violence. Like that shit is weird. Fuck, that's corny as like nothing gonna go by smooth for y'all. Nothing is gonna go by. Nothing. That's ugly and lame as a motherfucker. That's corny as a motherfucker.
Apparently, she attended the funeral of a 19-year-old man identified as Stefan Mermon of St. Louis. It's also a local rapper who's identified as HB.
Let's go home and break her back in. Look groupie bitch passenger seat, just sit back while I'm slapping. Do a TikTok, open her eyes, pause it, and get the cracking. I like my
HB allegedly a blood. He represents the SMAC team, a set formed in the city of Moreline Acres in St. Louis County, around Leonard Drive and Bourbon Drive. Some say it's the age range of 14 to 21, known to have beef with different Crips throughout the city and even Bloods. It's a neighborhood that get vlogged often. They talked about not being able to even throw cookouts, because if the opposition see it, they might shoot it up.
A movie, man. This shit a movie. We the directors. The cameraman never dies.
You know, I know they're gonna see this. They say, is this every day or is it just for the vlog, man?
Why you think we moving like this? This ain't nothing new. We moving like we here.
This like this. We see this like this every day. That guy hand, man.
That guy got hair on his face.
I was doing a little research too on like the area and how far I go back with all that. Like, how far this hood go back, or like how far y'all say y'all got out here?
So, boy, what we do, we roam the whole entire acre. It's straight out shit. And then
How long motherfucker been over here?
Cause I seen like it's like some big bros too that's around too. Like
we got some big bros. You know, we got some big bros. We've been running this for a little minute, you know, for a couple of years. This ain't really no new shit, you know. Really been running it. And then on their side, they got order block. You hear me?
Yeah, we right across
the street, and we can go miles right across the street.
We gonna go over. We gonna take y'all over there. We gonna go over there.
So how we run the whole Chambers 367.
so everybody like originally from this area, or did like a few people migrate over?
It go like this. A lot of people hate this area. Like every song you will heard 367.
A lot of niggas intimidated by
this something, bro. You will heard Chambers at 367. And a lot of the songs from St. Louis. They don't like this area. we go They can't even. You can't even say that because like you don't even know.
Yeah, you might. You feel me? Think you locked in?
Yeah, it was one of the hoes that he been doing. One of his partners that passed away sisters, you know. So, but we ain't even gonna get into all letter. I'm just, you know, I don't even know. You can't even answer that. Everybody, you don't know. You don't even know
Oh,
the
babies,
you can't push
man.
past nobody.
Oh, the babies.
We should go this way. Yeah, you can't push past nobody down here, man. They straight walk. Look, hey, put the camera on now. I told you, the police back up. I told you, my main enemy. I was saying about that street. They know the police know. That's why the neighborhood be tripping like that, man. They watching it. Look, this over here.
It look crazy though, like having this open field like this, like how it be in the summertime, like what that be like a block parties, what y'all be getting into?
Hey, this would be lit as a motherfucker, a block party right here, wouldn't it?
Right here, a big bonfire or something.
They gonna
throw all that wood back there, burn all that.
They gonna ride past switching this one.
You make the goofy stand in the back.
Man, I ain't gonna lie though. This would be lit as a. I straight wish we could do like that, but we be hating down here, man. To see you getting all the bitches and the bitches all on your block, they'll come shoot up the block because the bitches over here. Just because they ain't getting no bitches, man. These niggas find any way to hate. They priorities up.
So you don't think it'd be like even real reasons why beef gets started? It just be like people want some beef regardless.
Most of this it don't be no, we ain't never shot at each other, never said nothing to each other. It just be on some pride.
Now, shout out to On the Couch TV. You guys want to check the entirety of that interview out, I'll leave the link in the bio. But I wanted you guys to hear that last quote, especially. We ain't never shot at each other. He don't really know what the beef be about. But it's crazy because in the start of 2026, that interview was done in 2025. A prominent member from that area was gunned down and, well, some say, backdoored by his own homie on his birthday, which will make sense on why the chaos went down at his funeral. And a family member had to let it be known no shooter walked inside that funeral home. On January 5th, 2026 at 2:27 a.m., officers from the city of Jennings precinct responded to a call of service for a shooting on the 2000 block of Swisher Avenue. Upon arrival, officers located a male who had been shot. Unfortunately, the victim had died from his injuries on the scene, and at the time, no suspect was in custody. The victim later being identified as 19-year-old Stefan, aka HD. May he rest in peace. Love and condolences to his family. But here's where things get tricky. Mind you, fam, it was his birthday. And on top of that, it was a backdoor situation, according to people around him. There was no arrest. Certain people knew it, but they wouldn't speak on it. And that's why little information on his demise has yet to be disclosed in 3 weeks. But if you knew, you knew. And the people close to him knew. And saying people allegedly affiliated with that situation at the funeral, a huge no-no. And don't forget, Smack Team did have enemies. And they wasted no time going back and forth on social media. But people close to HD knew they had nothing to do with it. And there was some back and forth. HD mom had went to Facebook and said to follow. The internet don't bother me. All the negative comments don't bother me because when he was breathing, y'all didn't play with him. Simple. She also wrote, y'all please let them people troll. Stop going back and forth with people because Stefan was smoking on they people too. You'll never win with the internet. 2 weeks in, family of HD let it be known that the funeral was pushed back due to severe weather. 3 weeks later, January 28, 2026, HD family will hold his funeral. It was at Cotton Branch Mortuary on South Florissant, near Hereford Avenue. Hundreds were in attendance, but suddenly, about an hour in, shots were fired inside and outside the Ferguson funeral home. 6 people were injured. 3 were shot with non-life-threatening injuries. 3 others were hurt as mourners scrambled to escape. Don Hall, who was sitting in her car across the street, said she heard gunshots and saw people running. Quote, I'm just sitting here in my car. Then I heard gunshots. And I looked up and I saw the people running out saying, run, they shooting in there. The people quickly went online to insinuate the funeral home was shot up. Then a family member quickly wrote for clarification. No one walked in the funeral home and started shooting. Leaving HD uncle go to Facebook and wrote, I hate you little ants from the bottom of my heart.
6 people are injured after gunfire broke up a funeral service in Ferguson with hundreds of mourners inside.
Police say shots were fired inside and outside of the funeral home around noon. It happened at the Cotton Branch Mortuary and Cremation Services on North Florissant Road. That's where 5 on Your Side's Megan Kernan has been on the scene for more than 6 hours. Megan.
Mike, sources tell 5 on Your Side this funeral had been rescheduled to today. Meant to be a private service to mourn an 18-year-old loved one. Instead, that grief was interrupted by gunfire. I talked to a family member who said he was trying to say goodbye to his nephew when chaos suddenly broke out. Ferguson police say the first 911 call came in just before noon, and gunfire came from both inside and outside the Cotton Branch Funeral Home on North Florissant Road. Within 2 minutes, the first officer arrived to what Chief Troy Doyle called complete chaos, with people running in every direction. Police say 6 people were hurt, 3 were shot, 2 people were injured by flying glass, and 1 person was hit by a car trying to leave the parking lot. All are expected to survive. Now, Chief Doyle says it's another heartbreaking example of violence invading spaces meant for peace.
Anytime you have a shooting, it's a tragedy in our community, of course, but it's kind of unfortunate, because you have loved ones that come to a funeral to grieve, a member of their family, and unfortunately, subjected to this type of chaos.
I counted at least 31 evidence markers at the scene and saw several cars shattered by bullets, including cars of family members attending the funeral. Police confirm multiple people are in custody, and detectives are continuing to interview witnesses tonight. Live in Ferguson, Megan Kernan, 5 on Your.
The more I do these stories, the further I feel like I get pushed back from reality. I mean, of course we lived it for those who did, but it's like we talking about this every day. Ain't nothing normal about having your funeral shot up with somebody in attendance, knowing your mother, family, and friends paying their respects, and hard-earned money had to go into putting that together. And for people like me and Christians, man, that's the house of the Lord. All that is gone out the window. It was hard, but relatively quick for me to find out this information because I'm used to doing this. This is my research. This is what I do. But this is not my generation. Too far disconnected. I don't know nothing they doing no more. I'm sending 11 prayers to the victim's family. Once again, rest in peace to Stefan. Fam, this was the story of a young man gunned down on his birthday. We talking about a well-known local rapper with millions of views. Some say backdoor by his own homie, leaving his funeral to be shot up. 6 people injured, 3 people physically shot. Thank God said they survived. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You know, family, when I was coming up in my day, if you was with your mama, even if you was with your girlfriend, if you was with your little sister, you was off limits. You know, we gave parents respect. You know, we didn't do this type of thing where you go shoot up a funeral where people got their grandparents and your elders. Just absolutely no more respect today. I don't get it. It's insane. And as the more I'm starting to do these stories myself, it's just mind blowing. I don't get it. But I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please help me get in the algorithm, family. You know, until the next time. You know, I just don't get it. I do not get these kids. Ridiculous. Peace.
Say no, crack kids.